That's what I've been using. Well, as you can see, I've got Old Faithful here hanging around my neck. That's been a good camera. I've got the GPS with me. I didn't know if I'd need it or not. This has been, you know, I've been in Vancouver walking around the city, and so I haven't had this with me. I haven't needed it because I've got so many landmarks and I've got a map, so I didn't know what we'd be doing or if he'd want to see it, but this is my Garmin 76 map, and it's got a nice size screen on it, flat antenna, but it's pretty reliable. It works in this kind of stuff, so it's been a good GPS over the years. I've got my first aid kit right here, just some essentials and some non-essentials, Tums, Neosporin, lip balm, that kind of stuff. Got a little food kit. We just had some beef jerky out of this, but I've got some Pez in there. Got a 5-hour energy in there. Nice. You ever had that?
No.
That'll amp you. It's like a Red Bull kind of. That'll amp you up. Some gum, some chewing gum, some stuff like that. And I've got some pens and pencils that I've been using. It's been really handy for the urban life here for the last 3 days or so. Some writing paper. And this is something I'll be using on the cruise. There's a couple of radios that I have, but they're really handy. You know, in ideal conditions, they're like 25-mile range. Out in this kind of stuff, probably a mile or two. Yeah. You know. What do I got up here? This is just a lens cleaning kit, really good for my optics, binoculars, cameras, whatever. Over on the other side, I've got
spare battery,
a baby battery.
Yeah.
I've got the iPod in there. I've got some extra 10440 lithium-ion batteries for my little light, and some lip balm in there. Just stuff that I use a lot. You can see this is the Rush 24, the 511 backpack. I'll be doing a review on that. Here's the little Maritac AAA. So with the extra battery, I've got a lot of light. Camera case, small binoculars. These are the Nikons, little Nikon LXs. Really clear glass. I'll have you look through them later. Some water, rain shell. This is just my rain jacket. Sunglasses. This is the other set of binoculars. You've seen these in my my videos.
Nice.
That's always, that's the Leicas I've been wearing around, the 8x32 BNs.
With the shoulder straps, that's cool.
Yeah, with the shoulder straps, you know.
Rig,
yeah, it's not a real heavy piece of glass. I think it's about 24 ounces, but you know, with the shoulder rig, and this is really great because I can take it off of these split rings, throw it on my camera if I want, so it's multi-use. Now, let's see. I've got some mechanics gloves. I like these. They're, you know, there's no insulation there, but it's real thin and you can actually pick stuff up. You can feel your fingertips with those. Here's a little fire kit. Why don't you open that up and...
Okay. Oh, wet fires.
I brought one of those for you, by the way.
Some wet fire?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. Take one, try it out, keep it. That's the little windmill lighter. You've probably seen that in some of the other. That's butane, and it works even out here.
Yeah, that's kind of fail-safe. How long does the fuel last?
Continuous on, somewhere around 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah. And there we have a...
lightly used fire steel.
Light my fire.
Yeah.
With the striker.
Hit it. Let's see if we can get some good...
See, that's why I take those things off mine.
Nice.
Yeah, we can, we can get something going with that.
Yeah. So that'll do it even out here in the sopping wet stuff?
Yeah, probably.
So we were having a little discussion earlier after we went over the Capilano Bridge. He was talking about how wet it is out here and how different it is, you know, just trying to get a fire started. If it rains overnight here, even an 8-inch log is soaked all the way through.
Yeah.
And so what was some of the techniques you were talking about to start fire out here?
It's knowing your surroundings, knowing where to find what you need. Like for instance, the cedar bark, you can dig into the cedar bark. It's usually sheltered underneath, and it's pretty good for starting a fire, but you have to know how to prepare it too. So you just have to have good knowledge. There's a lot of the thinner, wispier branches on the conifers around here. They'll dry out first in the sun and even just in the air after a rain. So that's the first place to start looking. The canopy can sometimes shelter it. Odds and ends like that. Just knowing what you're up against, knowing where to find sap and fire accelerators and stuff. So that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. One of the differences I ran into, I was telling him that I've taken the fire steel before and hit a bird's nest with it, and as I was bringing it up to my face to blow some air into it, just the movement actually lit the nest on fire. So it's very easy. down there in the desert Southwest, and even in the pine country up there, it's still so dry. It's nothing like this. For us to have something like this back home, it would be like 3 days of non-stop rain to have everything this saturated. Up here, it's just the norm.
You have to tell me what this one's all about.
Okay, this one is the Sparky, and it's a one-handed deal. So if you push on this right here, it actually lets this down, and then as you push into this, it'll actually spark.
I'll try that one out. Puts out a pretty ferocious spark.
Does a nice ferocious spark, and it's one-handed, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So if you get an injury or something like that, you've still got that.
Cool. That's good.
And we've got the Lomo triplet loop, and that's great for magnifying the sun. Don't imagine that would work real good here, even if you had enough sunlight.
You could.
Yeah.
You could, but it's not a reliable way to start a fire. But it's good to have options. Yeah, that's a solid kit.
Yeah, I got a couple of one-handed options with these two, and got a good fire steel. And then, of course, this stuff, you can even float this stuff on top of the water and light that, and it'll take. It's for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Try that out. So what else?
All right, what else? We're getting towards the end here. Okay, here's the fire piston.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's going to be fun to
It's
try
got the
out.
butter in there for the piston.
Yeah. We're going to give that a try. Cool.
We'll show it later, huh? We'll do a separate take for that.
Yeah.
All right. And then here's my, I've got a small mirror, survival mirror with a sight in it. And it's plexiglass, so it's real light. I used to carry the glass ones. And, you know, it's funny, it really does add up. You wouldn't think it, but I actually cut my paracord in half because I had a 100-foot hank, and I did a 50 with it because, you know, just these little things like this add up. And then I've got another full-size Sun2 in here, too.
Yeah.
This one's got the tritium in it.
Nice.
So, yeah, you can even see it at nighttime, which is kind of cool. Yeah. All right, what else we got here? I got a rain poncho, and I think that'll do it. I do have some mosquito net here in the side, and then I've got a 50-foot hank of paracord in the side, same blaze orange stuff. And I think that's about it. I got a map in the back, a couple of maps.
That was in this other odds and ends bag here, was mosquito head net.
Yeah,
and stuff. But
smart, man, invaluable, huh?
yeah, for sure. Okay.
All right.
That's gear.
All right, man. Hey,
let's get to using it.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, except for this piece of gear over here.
Go ahead.
What do you got? Tell me about it.
This is the Panasonic HDC SD, or oh my goodness, I forgot what it was. SD60? HD60. It's a 1080p camera, and it's been real reliable. It's had it about 6 months, I guess, now. It's small, a lot smaller than this monster, this tank that you're packing here.
It is a bit of a tank, this one. Sony.
This one's half a pound. Half a pound.
Sony Handycam, it does full HD as well, 1080, and 10.2 megapixel stills if I want to.
Ooh, that's way better than what I got.
It's a good little rig, and I've had it for about 2 years, and it's taken a lot of abuse.
That's a first-rate camera, right?
You can see dents and dings and stuff, but
well, it sure makes good video.
It sure does. So does yours, for about half the weight. Right on.
I'll just jump in front of it and start stuttering.
That's right.
That's me. So we just got done with that gear video, and Jordan says, "Hey, you forgot to show your knives." You know, he had his Moras out and everything, but mine are on me, so I guess I kind of forgot. I'll start off with this one. It's kind of funny. This is a you haven't seen this yet either. This is a Kershaw Chive, rainbow colored. Rainbow. That's right. Actually, a guy that I work with said, if Tinkerbell carried a knife, that's what she would carry right there.
Nice.
Yeah, so this is just my little, this is my city knife. You pull this out and the girls think it's cute. So you take this one out and they usually run. This is the one that you guys saw featured on the desktop. Yeah, I actually did take it. I had to hide it in the luggage and everything, but it did come out with me. And I haven't used it a whole lot because I've been using the small one. It's been doing double duty. So I actually used this one today. I was cutting out the insoles. I got some Dr. Scholl's insoles for these new 511 boots. And this is what I used to cut the insole to size. But it worked out really good. Anyhow, that's it, you guys.
Cool.
All right, man. If it was like yesterday, I'd have had it with me. That's cool.
big city. I don't think I'm gonna miss it. At least the traffic's with me. Well, since I'm out doing the tourist thing, I figured I better make this stop too. This bridge that you see behind me is in Hope, BC, and it's going to be torn down pretty soon, demolition. But this bridge is the bridge from the movie First Blood, where Stallone, Rambo, was dropped off to leave town. So this bridge has some sentimental value to a lot of people, and the reason I wanted to stop in here is just because, hey, I've been accused of being a Rambo wannabe more than once, and usually it's meant to be a bad thing, but like a lot of people in my age and generation, we have kind of a bit of a connection with the First Blood thing. I read the book before I saw the movie, and I get it, what it was about, and it was deeper than just the efficiency of killing that the later movies came on to be. So as far as the self-reliance aspect of the whole thing goes, if you want to call me a Rambo wannabe, that's okay. I'll take it to mean that. But yeah, just thought I'd stop in here and show you this little spot before it's gone, because I'll bet you most of you out there watching this will never get to see it. So let's take a quick look at it. The other places from the movie aren't too far away from here either. For instance, the canyon. The canyon where the helicopter shooting happens, that's at a place called Othello Tunnels. But in the movie they refer to it as Chapman's Gorge. And there's the new bridge that's replacing this one. There we go. How fun is that?